Welcome in, this is Andrew Stadell, and I want to do a tech tip on Draggables inside of Pear Deck. If you have any questions, just email me at astadell@Tustin and all that other good stuff. Here we go, here's our goal. I want to share with you that you can create from 1 to 5, anywhere from 1 to 5 Draggables inside of a Pear Deck session, and then also change the sizing and coloring of them. We're actually going to run a session and see how informative it is to you as the teacher to get the class climate on a question that you might ask students. And then also, if we have time, we'll talk about the location sensor and some other fun features with Draggables inside of Pear Deck. So let's say you're building a Pear Deck session here, or a file. And you'll notice I imported an image. The goal of this slide is to have students drag the taco to their favorite place to eat, and the car from where I'd most likely get a speeding ticket inside of Tustin. And they're going to drag the building to where the district office is, or at least where they think it is. Now, to make this a draggable slide, I click over here and I can select draggable slide. You'll notice there's 3 draggables already waiting for me. How did I create those? Well, you click right here on taco, and I wanted a taco. In this case, I wanted a blue taco. If you want a different color taco, just click on the blue and voila, there are more colors waiting for you. So I chose race car and building, and I told you you could add up to 5 of these things, so just click on add another, and now you have 5 customizable Draggables. Now, another thing to pay attention to is the size of the Draggables that you give students. If they're too small, it's hard for them to actually interact with. So what I've noticed is, for me, my setting is right here. I follow this blue square. I follow that line up, that vertical line, and voila, I put the size of the Draggable right there. I'm happy. I'm happy to start presenting with students. So let's take you to the presentation. Now I'm going to split my screen here to give you kind of a play-by-play view of what's happening here. So let me explain. On the right-hand side will be the teacher dashboard of what the teacher sees as students interact with the question. On the left-hand side right now is a student view, and so here's me. I'm logged in. Pay attention to Andrew right here. Andrew is dragging his red car around on his device, and you'll notice it updates the teacher in real time. And I think I'll get a speeding ticket right there on Main Street. Okay, so once the students are done interacting with this slide, the teacher can lock their screens so that the students can come up for air and pay attention to the projector screen that's projecting on your wall. So I'm going to change this to the projector wall right here. Here it is. You'll notice there's no draggables on it because I haven't made them visible as the teacher. So I'm going to click on this eyeball right here. And voila, there are all the draggables from my students, which is fun. It's a lot to see, but maybe I don't want to see all those draggables. So on the teacher's side of things, watch this. There are 3 draggables. Maybe you just want to focus on the tacos. So down here on the bottom right of your dashboard, you'll see the blue tacos. Just click on it. Voila. And now we can just talk about where people like to eat inside of Tustin. Or just click it again and you get all 3 draggables again back on there. Very fun. So now let's go to a second slide that I'm going to give my students. On this one, I'm asking students to tell me where they think these red lines will intersect. And so as a student, I'm going to go back to student view, Andrew's view. I'm going to click this blue dot and drag it to where I think they're going to intersect. And I'm going to go, let's see, maybe, I don't know, maybe right there. On the teacher side of things, I've gotten all my student answers, and now let's lock student screens one more time so we can talk about this. And let's go back to projector view. What would the class be seeing? And let's click on the eyeball so we can see what how the students voted. Interesting. So as a teacher, this gives me a lot of options on my dashboard. Check this out. I can click where I want, and I'm going to go full screen so y'all can see this. This is fantastic. The teacher dashboard here is going to adjust depending on where I click on my dashboard. So if I click over here, it's going to tell me who those students are that are in that area. Okay. I can also roll over a dot and it'll specifically tell me over here that, hey, there's Michelle. This is her dot right here. Now, another fun thing to do is hide these. So I'm going to go back to split screen. Why would I hide these? Well, check this out. If I'm showing the class the climate right now of how they voted, that's fun, but maybe I just want to focus on one student. So on my dashboard, I'm going to click on none. And then I'm going to actually pick a student I want to talk about, just that one, and let's pick Michelle's. And now as a class we can discuss how we all feel about Michelle's dot here. But I wouldn't tell them it's Michelle's because it's anonymous, right, to the students. All right. I hope that's been helpful and informative. Once again, if you have questions, you can email me here at astadell@tustin. All that other stuff.